Hello, welcome to the Chatting with Dr. Stevel show live. I'm your host, not Dr. Stevel. Today's guest is a 7th level wizard and the host of Magicians Talking Magic, the Graemazing Reed, Graham Reed. Welcome to the show, Graham.
Thank you so much, Dr. Snaple, I guess I'll call you today. Thank you so much for having me on Chatting
Severus
with...
Stevel.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, so much for having
Oh,
me on your...
sure. Oh, sure. Really? It's just, oh, sure. Call me whatever you want. Really? Mr. Muggle Magic, I can zap you. I still had batteries in this little wand, Don't know how to open it. It's really. Oh, I got it.
do
When I
you
fill up
do
the
you have a
batteries,
work
you'll be sorry.
do you have a working virtual zap? I don't know if you have a working virtual zap.
I do have the power to cut your mic.
Oh. That's a virtual zap if I ever heard one.
Just saying. Well,
Yeah.
back to me. I don't know if I can handle this wig all day. I might take it off and I'll look more like Voldemort, but with a cool nose, though.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
how are we
Well,
doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm actually doing better than I have been, I will admit. I mean, this is... how far into pandemic life are we now? Is it about 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, it was March, Friday the 13th. So
Yeah.
March, April, May. Wow, yeah, we're 2 months into this.
And that was actually, I did my last show on Friday the 13th, and it was I got to headline Levity Comedy Club in Hamilton. It was the first time and last time that I headlined a comedy club, which was a cool thing to do on like a bucket list situation, right? I got to do that before everything went south.
Ah, crap. So you're a magician, right?
Yeah, so
And a pro magician. You've gone pro. So what does
I
that
am
mean?
full-time magician, so that means I make my whole full-time living is off performing magic. I do like very little side hustle, which is creating magic or lecturing or sharing magic. That's like a growing side income now, especially with the way things are now. But my main thing is doing events. So pre-pandemic and hopefully after pandemic, you would catch me at corporate events, weddings, festivals, and fairs. And we actually met each other at Tri-City SuperCon, where I was sharing close-up magic with my good friend Scott Boyd, scottboydmagic.com. I have the shirt right here. There you go.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that.
Let's have
Yeah.
a better look at that. Oh. Ah. Okay, my magic's not working right here.
Second.
And let's get a closer look at that shirt.
Bam.
Sweet, Captain Canuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tri-City SuperCon 1 and 2, we were both out there, Scott and I sharing magic, and that's where we first met you. And we even got to share magic on your special birthday party, too.
It did, yeah. I did the big 5-0 in December, and you guys came out just as guests to come enjoy some cake, and yeah, spread your magic around to all the people around, all my friends and stuff. And you guys were having a good time, and they were having a good time. I thank you a lot for that. It's great.
It was really... I actually had no idea because we just got involved with the comic book community and like the cosplay community just in the past couple years doing these shows. And I had no idea how as unique it is as compared to magicians, as close-knit it is. It's the same group of people when you go to all these conventions. You all know each other and you enhance like your cosplay characters each and every time. Everyone's trying to like secretly outdo each other, but everyone's patting each other on the back at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like a fun competitive nature. It's a lot like magicians. It's so exciting to be in and around it, and also how accepting everyone is too, because it's like nerd culture. So being magicians there, we always feel like, oh my God, we're like the lamest form of entertainment. But everyone loves us and everyone's so welcoming there too. And I feel like when we do magic at a comic book convention, there's a lot of shy, like introverted people, right?
Yeah.
And doing tricks and stuff, it's fun to engage with these introverted people, and you can let them like open up and shine a little bit. And you probably experienced that with doing cosplay characters, right? An introverted person sometimes opens up because they want to talk to you as the character a little bit.
Yeah. Normally I do Doctor Evil. Really, I'm going to take this off, be Voldemort, right? And I do that, and I make people laugh, but some people take it too seriously. They come up and they go, "So, where's the cat?" Yeah, I'm like, I'm looking for a new shaved pushy cat. And then they'll keep on going. And then the thing is, what they do is they would quote a line from the movie, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. I can interact with the guy. So I'm about to reply as Dr. Evil would, and they would do the whole thing. Okay, that's weird. Like, I'm not really him, right? I'm just gonna go stand over there where you're not. Okay, you have a good day. Some things are weird. Sometimes it's great. People always want to hear $1 million, so I definitely give them what they want to hear, right? Because
Absolutely.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, my friend Caroline Bernstein. She says, Steve, I didn't recognize you in that glamorous wig. Caroline does a great Sharon Osbourne,
Oh,
and
really?
she's fantastic. She's also does great voices for the Queen and Joan Rivers. She's a fantastic entertainer from across the pond.
You could have even done an Ozzy Osbourne right there too with that wig.
I know. I did a Harry Potter thing as Snape. I was sitting in the bar with a bunch of people, and they had a convention of business people, right? So they come by and go, "Oh, look, it's Ozzy," and I'm like, "All right, I'll be Ozzy. Cheers, hey!" Even though I'm dressed like and I'm not sure if Ozzy dresses in wizard robes or whatnot, but black is black, I guess.
It's close. It's pretty close.
So
You know
I
what
just got to
was
get the glasses then.
you know what was my favorite part though from your big birthday? It
What?
You as Dr. Stevel had a freaking shark. A
I did.
freaking flying shark. Which did see its demise too.
I did. It was actually the birth and the death of my inflatable swimmer shark.
It was amazing.
This first time I put it together, right? So I didn't know how it operated, and then I had to weigh it down with coins and stuff. And when I was first playing with it, like I saw it getting towards the fans, and I kind of steered it away. But after a while, I let some kids play with it, and they were playing, but they didn't really grasp the part of steering. So everyone heard a big pop, and that swimmer shark that I had just boom, just went flying to the ground, and that was it. Little sharky. I'll be good. I'll be good here. Do some magic.
Ooh, do you want to try an interactive magic trick?
An interactive magic trick. Ooh.
Yeah, we can try this. I don't know if you noticed right here, but there's a couple large size playing cards on this little stand over here.
There are.
So I mean, magic's really weird right now when we think of virtual magic, because you've experienced my magic tricks before. Everything that I used to do happened inside your hands. That was like the whole thing I did. It always happened with you in your hands. So I had to be there to help assist the magic. So now we have to try and imagine this stuff. But there's a fine line between imagination and reality when it comes down to magic, right? So imagine here for a second.
Someone said you could be okay.
Someone said, what's that?
Someone said that you could be Jack Osborne, so you and me can go as a team.
Oh, there you go. We'll do next time we can do real life Comic-Con. We should try it.
All right, but you can do the real magic. I'll just sit there, and go, yeah. My shiny, I need some magic for you. If I put the wig on, it'll be better, right? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
About your magic trick. Sorry, I was already distracting them while you set up your trick. Yeah. How do you women do this? Like seriously.
I'm Jack Osborne, doing a Canadian magician doing a magic trick. So let's imagine for a second that these are the four queens. Okay, that we have the four queens here.
Right.
Steve, what I want you to do, I'm going to pretend that I can pull two of these out. Right? They're the black or the red ones. It's your choice. Which ones did I remove? The black or the reds?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
The black.
The black?
Of course.
They're gone, leaving, of course, the two red queens still inside the packet of cards. Hearts or diamonds, it's your choice.
Well, since I have no heart, it'll have to be a diamond.
Watch this. I'm going to take the diamond. I'm going to remove it with my imagination, and I'll reverse it. I'll turn it face up, and then I'm going to stick it back inside the other cards. Now, that's just all in our imagination. This is where magic becomes real. Watch this.
So the black diamond is like face up?
Well, we said the queen of diamonds, right? We threw away those two black ones, leaving us with the queen.
Right.
Only one face
we threw away them.
Which is the queen of diamonds. Now, this is the weird part, is this queen actually comes from a different colored pack of cards. Often people will think, what if it happened with a different queen? Well, it couldn't have worked because all the other cards, they're completely blank.
What?
Crazy. That's level 7
So
wizard stuff.
You and your crazy muggle magic.
Yeah, that's level 7 wizard magic right there.
It is for sure. Well, we got a few people saying hello. I want to give them a shout out because they're wasting their morning saying Karen Jang. I mean, wasting it on me, but you are a fantastic guest.
Hi, Karen.
Poor Sharky. That's right. We're talking about my poor shark. We have Alfonso Espinos. He's a comic book printer.
Wow. Hi, Alfonso. His picture looks like he actually does magic and mind reading, to be honest.
He does, right? Look at that.
He's got the pose down. He's got the pose. I like the Alfonso pose. It'll be the Alfonso from now on.
We'll call it the Alfonso pose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Alfonso, you just created a pose. Lori Dower says, wow, I guess it's for your magic trick, not because of my hair.
I bet it's all about your hair. I'm pretty sure it's about the magic trick was like maybe 1 out of 2. The hair is like turning it up to 11 over here.
My friend Crystal Hope says hi.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. All right. She said, oh, I saw his demise. We're still talking about poor Sharky.
Oh, we got Brad Taylor on here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he tuned in. Braddles, happy to see you. Brad Taylor.
Graham, when is your level 8 wizarding exam?
So I'm working on it. To be honest, I've been gone away. I don't attend. So a lot of wizards go to Hogwarts. I don't go to Hogwarts. I go to Catwarts. It has a lot more for less mud. That's where I learn my wizard. I've been there for the past couple months, relearning all my skills as a virtual wizard. So I can't work on level 8 until we get back into real life. For now, it's like another dimension of magic that we have to learn in level 7 right now for virtual.
Are you serious? So you weren't kidding when you said you're level 7. I thought this was just something you were throwing at me to mess with me. But there's a level 1, 2, 3 that you go through?
Yeah, so there's only a maximum of 6 levels in wizardry, but I'm a level freaking 7.
You're level freaking 7? Sweet. Whoa. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Tom says hi. How's it going?
That's cool. Look at all these people that are tuning in. I can't believe all these people are actually watching this.
I know, right? Wow. I'm not sure if you know this guy.
I
DJ
don't.
Tario in the house?
Do I? I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, he does. He's just saying that. He's being hurtful.
I'm sorry.
Okay, actually, we met at Heroes in Vaughan.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I remember now. Is that real?
What, the Heroes or the Vaughan?
Oh, Catsworth is the DeVry of magical education. Hey, don't downplay my wizarding school and my education. Come on.
Brad, you're being hurtful.
Yeah.
We should zap you. Why don't you make him disappear or something?
Catsworth is more like the Mohawk College. All right, come on.
Okay. Oh, speaking of magic, Tom used to know me during my burger flipping days at Wendy's. I would like magically turn these raw pieces of meat into something edible.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah, dude. That was like first level magic right there.
Is there any magic secrets from behind the scenes in Wendy's that you're allowed to share?
Yes, they say that the patties are square because, you know why they have square patties, square hamburgers?
Because it's hip?
Because at Wendy's, you don't cut corners.
Is that real?
I don't know. I was like 12. I was 13 or something. I thought that was cool. My boss told me. Yeah, he said that to me. And I'm like, oh, wow, a jerk.
Then did you go, well, wait, why is the bun round?
I didn't, because they don't make square buns. I don't know. We could have used like, loaves of brown,
Yeah, but it sounds like this is their mission statement. If this is their mission statement, square tomato, square bun, we don't cut corners, we add corners, sharp edges, Wendy's.
Wow, that doesn't sound very safe, does it?
No, but I'm a marketing genius over here. Come on.
All right, so back into this, all these levels of magic. Yeah, tell me about it. Is it like levels of Illuminati? The more you know, the more you learn, the more you can get inside the secret.
So I kind of like relate it to I have like a starfish badge in mind reading, right? And I have a black belt in card magic.
A black belt in card magic.
Yeah. Did you want to see something? You want to try another virtual card trick?
Sure, yeah.
Now, before we started this, I asked if you could bring a couple cards. Do you have 12 business cards or some piece of paper with you? Awesome.
I have a whole bunch of business cards here created by Alfonso from Studio Comics. You know, the guy with the magic pose?
Oh, the mentalist that does the business cards?
That's right. We're going to call him a mentalist now. Yeah.
The Alfonso.
So do you want, see, this is a cheap plug on me as well. So do
Perfect.
you want 12?
12 cards. Yeah, that'll work out perfect.
2, 3, 4, 5. They have to be the same way.
Yeah, keep them the same way for now.
6,
and then
7,
when you're
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay! Grade school paid off for me.
and then when you're done, hold them like in your dealing hand, like your deal cards. That is perfect. That's awesome. Those look great too, Alfonso. Nice job.
Here, I'll make it closer for people. So,
okay. So we're gonna imagine there's a pile down here on the table, Steve, and you're gonna imagine it is my pile, and we're gonna count down some cards to that pile. We don't have to see it on camera. I'll trust that you're just doing this, okay?
Oh, okay.
So count along with me. Ready?
12. So I take this off as well?
Yep.
Okay.
12.
All right. Yeah.
11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. And then put your hand on top of these so that no wizard can get in there and possibly do some weird magic stuff, okay? Now we're going to count these ones, all right? So take the top one off and move it to the bottom. This is number 1.
1.
Again, number 2.
2.
And then this time face up to the bottom. That's number 3.
Number 3.
Face up to the bottom. That's number 4.
Number 4.
Face up to the bottom. That's number 5.
Number 5.
Face up to the bottom. That's number 6.
Number 6.
6 cards, okay? I'm going to take these cards. These are technically yours. I'm going to place these down on the table, and I'm going to pick up mine, okay? The other ones that we dealt down already.
Okay.
Did you do the same thing?
Okay, I'm going to put these ones down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm putting up the other ones that okay.
Perfect. Now we're going to count these ones the exact same way. So 1 goes to the bottom.
Yep.
2 goes to the bottom.
2, yeah.
3 goes face up to the bottom.
3 goes face up.
4 goes face up to the bottom.
4 goes face up.
5 goes face up to the bottom.
5 goes face up to the bottom.
And 6 goes face up to the bottom.
All right, and 6 goes face up. Right.
6 and 6 cards, right?
Yep.
With this hand, make a magical gesture.
Okay. Hold on.
Make an Alfonso.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's better. I can see.
And then I want you to, with your imagination, reach down to one of the cards here on the table and pretend to pick it up.
Pretend. Okay. I pretend.
And then pretend to place it inside this packet in your hands.
Okay. I'm pretending. On top or bottom? Does it matter?
What do you like, top or bottom?
I'm getting older, so I don't mind laying around a bit, you know. Okay.
Well, if you have to put it in the side, just toss it in the side then.
Okay, just.
Okay, if this was real, how many cards would you now be holding in your hands?
Including the imaginary one? That would be 7 then.
Could you out loud count the cards?
Out loud, in my hand.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I mean, just in case math was weird, double check those cards on the mat. There should only be 5, right?
Okay, this is the 7 one.
So double check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's some level 7 wizard chow right there.
Now, if I knew math, I'd like be all over your ass on this thing, but I don't. So.
I don't even know if any of those math musician guys can figure this stuff out.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So I magically transferred stuff here. So does that make me a level 1 still apprentice or what?
I think you're just a muggle trying to be a wizard over there right now.
Oh, look. She saw the intense concentration on my face.
I
It worked.
know it was like an episode of Sesame Street for about 10 minutes there as we counted through those playing cards.
One. Oh, I should have done that. One. Two.
There you go.
Three. That's
We
pretty
should
cool.
film. We'll refilm it interactively later. We'll do it with you as the count. Have you done that before? The count?
the count.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
character.
one.
Like,
Two.
have you gone cosplay as the count?
No, I've only done Doctor Evil. Grew from Despicable Me. This guy right here with the beautiful hair.
Mm-hmm.
Fester Adams and anyone else that's usually bald. This is just like something different. Yeah. Bald and fat. I got that thing. Nailing it. Do what you know.
That's incredible. Ooh, Brad Taylor just chimed in. That's some Max Maven she has right there. Do you know whom? Are you familiar with Max Maven?
I do not. Should I?
So Max Maven is like a magician mentalist. He's a mentalist who is very popular. He did the Alfonso. He was very popular in the 90s. He still is famous. And he would do interactive mind reading on those TV specials. Remember, there are these TV specials called World's Greatest Magic. And he would invite you to come in, touch your screen, and you would end up with the same result. So he'd predict that you would choose like a monkey, and then he would have a monkey swing down over the audience to him on the stage or something. If you've never seen this stuff before, World's Greatest Magic. It's like hosted by Alan Thicke. Really good time. Really good time. There's about 5 episodes of it, and some of the top stars of magic. And actually, this was a cool, fun thing. So when this pandemic started, I have a podcast that we do, Magicians Talking Magic. I do this with my friend Ryan Joyce, where we talk
right here at the bottom.
Yes, there you go, Magicians Talking Magic podcast. And we talk all about magic business and showbiz stuff. But when the pandemic started, we started producing a TV show, because I have a background in TV broadcasting. Before I became a real deal, real life wizard, I spent 10 years working at CHCH News in Hamilton. And I did kind of everything behind the scenes, from operating videotape, audio, camera, switcher, eventually moving into creative services where I was like a motion graphic artist. And I created local commercials, station branding. I was like lead graphic artist on Bloomberg TV Canada. That was like the last thing I did before I kind of left TV and I started doing wizard stuff. And yes, I made a Cashman commercial once. Boom, gold medal.
Cashman.
Yeah.
Was that like, you come over here, bring your, sell your daughter, sell your wife, we'll give you money for it or something like that?
Yeah, the Cashman from Toronto, he's got like the crazy ads where he's got the, we'll give you gold, I'm the Cashman. Those ads, I did one of those ones.
I give you gold, I love gold. Ooh, it's gold. Can I paint as you who gold? It's my thing, Sorry, I get kind of, gold just kind of does that to me. Sorry.
It just tickles you in the right way.
Does
it just gets you. But anyhow, so we started with all that experience in broadcasting, and with this magic podcast, we dove right into the streaming world, and we did a 6-episode series called Late Night Magic Touch with Michael Paul. And Michael Paul, if people don't know out there, he was on America's Got Talent. He had this giant pooping bird. He's a ventriloquist, and he had a pooping bird. He's also like a cruise ship ventriloquist, comedian. He does a lot of work behind the scenes too for big shows in LA and everything as well. But he was our host, and the idea of our show was we would do a talk show bringing on magicians and remove all ego, because magicians tend to be very pretentious. It's a very pretentious like art form.
You seem so nice.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, sure. And so when we did the show, the idea is we'd ask raunchy, dirty questions. And we managed to get top magicians on, and they were people from those 90s specials too. So some of my favorite magicians, we had people like Fielding West. We had a bunch of people from America's Got Talent. So we had Dom Chambers, who was on recently. He's the beer drinking magician. He had produced full pints of beer and drink them on stage and everything like that. It was a really good time. You can check this all out. magicianmasterclass.com is where you can see all these old episodes. Plus, we were doing like live magic news every single morning for like 3 weeks.
Magic news.
Live magic
today
news.
In magic, we just like killed a couple parademons.
Yeah, today in magic, we figured out how to read minds over the internet. No, but actually there were all kinds of magic stories happening as the pandemic broke. There were cruise ships. There still is magicians stuck on cruise ships, like right now.
Wow.
Yeah, you worked on a cruise ship, right? Before?
I did. I was
Yeah.
a
How was your
photographer back in
experience?
the 90s.
That must have been like the time then.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. It was the best time of my life and the worst time of my life. But we weren't scanned or, go through metal detectors when we had to come on board. It was interesting. As a photographer, if I got 4 hours off, that was considered a day off for me when I was doing 3 and 4 day cruises. But it was awesome. Good experience.
Were you doing like photography? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, we go around. We take pictures of people coming on board the ship. Hi, smile. We need to get close right there, okay?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we go around to the dining rooms, and we annoy you at dinner and get you guys to get close together so we can get pictures of you and your group shots. Over a formal night, we're all over the place taking pictures of you looking pretty, dressed up in your old prom dresses and old, suits that don't fit no more. Those are cool. And then as you leave onto port at the gangway, we'd be like, stopping everyone, getting a picture of you in front of a life raft of with a protocol. So it was kind of fun.
That's cool. That's a fun experience, though. That's fun. I mean, probably back then with all the stuff you have to do to get on a cruise ship now, gross.
Really gross. Why? Well, what do they make you do now?
Well, I mean, imagine now, like after all this COVID stuff, like what's going to happen? I mean, you already have to go through all the scanning and metal detectors, but going forward, what kind of like do you have to get the alcohol bath? Do you got to like, do they dump? Remember 90s the show on YTV?
No.
No? Remember when they would dump ooze on people on the TV shows?
I was away that day. I think I was going to college. So yeah.
I was sick. I was sick that whole month. That's fine. Yeah, but anyhow, if you check like a magician, if you want to expand, if you really want to dive into learning about magic, our website, magicianmasterclass.com, it has all kinds of free resources, all our podcasts and stuff, like free tricks and things. I can teach a trick. You want me to teach a trick?
Sure. So you've got actually, magicianmasterclass.com.
Look at you. You're so prepared. Oh my gosh. You're like a real deal TV producer over here or something. Oh my goodness. magicianmasterclass.com/virtual-magic-meeting. That's correct. And what this is, so
yeah, that's a bit of magic.
I don't know if there's any actual magicians in the chat, but if people are interested, the old way of a magic meeting is a bunch of older magicians and people like myself meet in a church basement once a month, and someone lectures and we share about tricks, and then you drink coffee and eat Timbits and share magic tricks. Ooh, fancy.
I like Timbits.
Yeah, so I remember
the birthday cake ones. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, those are gold.
Right? Gold. Don't do that gold thing again.
Triggered. Okay. Alfonso. So here's a quick trick, and you can make this at home. So say you have kids at home and you want to do a fun activity. This is something that's super easy. I've got 2 cards here. Okay,
I'm gonna zoom in on you, so that'll be cool for you.
Yeah.
And get rid of my banner.
2 cards here. We've got a queen, and then we've got the ace. I'm gonna take the ace and I'm gonna put it behind my back. Real quick, which card is behind my back?
The ace.
That would be the queen, leaving the ace right here.
But you just moved the queen behind your back.
Let's do it one more time. We'll do it one more time, and then I'll show you how it works and how you can make it. It's so easy. So we got 2 cards. We got the ace, and we got the queen. I'm going to take the queen. It goes behind my back. Real quick.
Queen is behind your back.
It's the ace, leaving here the queen. Oh, my gosh. So here's how this works, guys. This is so simple, and sometimes you might have gotten this in like a Christmas cracker or like a free magic kit. But all these cards they're double backed and double faced.
What?
Whoa. That's all you need to do. So this is yeah. So this one is like 2 faces. So it's so easy to make. Check this out. I have all the stuff right here too. This is like an old cheap deck of cards, right? So all you got to do, you grab your glue stick. Boom.
Right.
You glue 2 cards face to face. Now you have what's considered in magic a double backer.
A double backer.
You glue 2 cards back to back, but make sure they're like different, right? So I'm using an ace and a queen. They look really different. Right. And you glue them back to back, and then you have in magic what's called a double facer. Cool, right? You have all these magic gimmicks now. Now you have these 2 cards, and all you have to do is when you turn these over like this,
Yeah.
you also slide them a bit. So you like change the placement of how they appear visually. So it'd be like
So
this
sliding has to happen while it's
in motion, yeah.
rotating.
So you slide a little
Ah,
bit there, where that bigger action covers that small action as you slide, and it just that subtle displacement doesn't make it seem like you're just,
right.
even
Yeah.
even that's not bad. And then all you have to do, you put the queen behind your back or whatever card it is, and I'm staring at, nothing. And this goes
Right.
behind
Right.
your back, and all you have to do is you turn this behind your back, and then you show that one, and then flip both over at the same time. So easy, right?
Whoa.
Look at that wizard shit. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wizard shit.
So
Come on, you're gonna discredit my school here. It's
I'm
not
so
cool.
sorry. I thought it's late night. I was on the late night mode.
Fruit Loop Timbits are okay. They got Fruit Loop Timbits, I guess. Well, this was a
Ooh,
magic thing.
there you
I
go.
saw more than one word, so I got excited and posted it.
When I actually scanned down and I read that real quick, I read Fruit of the Loom Timbits, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, I don't know if we need those. I don't know if that's needed or not.
No. No, you're right. Right. Exactly.
I am going to be doing a new thing too on my website, slowly starting June 1st. And I just decided to do this today. So this is the first time I'm kind of talking about it. Is tricks
Ooh.
like that 2-card, that's called a 2-card Monty. That's the classic 2-card Monty. These will all be
2-card Monty.
free workshops on my website, grahamreedmagic.com, coming up June 1st. And I plan to release a couple like right off the get-go. And what we're going to do is build everything from anything you have at home. So say you don't even have these playing cards. I'm going to have a PDF that you can print out. You can color the playing cards in if you want, glue them together. So it's arts and crafts. And by the end of it, you're going to have a whole magic kit, and you can perform, like a 15-minute magic show for friends and family. Plus, either do it like on your own or do this with your kids. It's so much fun. Like, it's just simple stuff. And also this magic meeting. If you are interested in learning about magic, tune in, because there's going to be people sharing tricks. The idea is at a magic meeting, this one is going to be like a group jam session. So people just come in, and if they have a magic trick they want to share, they'll just share a trick like I've done today with you. If they'll teach it too, kind of like what I just did with 2-card Monty or something. We asked to keep it like 5 to 10 minutes. So maybe plan ahead if you're going to share something. On the website, you register, you can put what you want to share. Or if you just want to be a fly on the wall, tune in, see what a magic meeting is like and everything. This is free and open to everyone. You just have to register. So it's a unique opportunity to get into a magic meeting. Because before, you would have to like, who even knew about these things, right? Like, I remember for me, I first did magic as like buying magic kits. And then you finally meet a real magician. They go, there's a club. You're like, what? And they're like, there's a real magic store too. And you're like, there is? So you start to learn all these.
Is that a train station?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I ran into that wall so many times.
I first tried magic. I used to watch back as a kid. I used to watch the Super Friends. You remember those things? Back in Saturday mornings. And Aquaman showed me this really cool magic trick where you make this glass disappear. So you need a glass. You take it, you wrap it around in Saran wrap or like tinfoil.
Yeah.
Right. So you get the shape. And then as you do your hocus pocus, right, just smash it down and it disappears.
Yeah.
So I practiced that, and he showed us the trick. What you would do is you'd slowly move it so the glass drops out into your lap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you still have the formation of the glass there. And I practiced that at home. It was great. I had to go to school. They had some sort of show and tell thing or some little thing where you're performing. And that's when everything blew up. I got the glass. I showed everybody. I put the tin foil around it, right? Yeah. And then I was like doing my magic thing with one hand. I slowly moved this over to my lap, and instead of catching it in my lap, it bounced off, hit the floor, and shattered.
Of course.
Like, oh. And when you're a little kid in grade 5, and this is your first attempt to try and do something cool, and it fails, it was, yeah.
And like magic is supposed to be like fail proof.
Right.
Supposed to.
I practiced at home. I caught it with my lap, but this time it just boink and it shattered, and yeah, that kind of ruined my day and my career in magic.
Magic is one of the weirdest things because you can practice so much like at home or in front of a camera. That's how all magicians usually do this because we have to see how it's going to look, right? But until you can actually try something with real people in front of someone, oh my gosh. Plus, when you're engaging with a real audience, or my new hurdle is trying to do virtual magic now, it's different choreography, right? Moving around and everything.
Right.
So it's been a lot of experimentation with figuring that part out. So you really have to be well practiced in the trick so that I always describe it as like I'm tying my shoes while you don't know I'm tying my shoes, I guess. Yeah.
Fair enough. It's like, what do you call it? Where you put your hand here,
Touching
to get
people in a dirty way.
no, 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 no. I got in trouble for that. I can't do that no more.
Misdirection.
Misdirection. That's it.
And actually, I'll show you. This was the first trick that I ever. So when I was in grade 7, there was a magic camp in Ancaster where I grew up, and this magician. That's when I first found out about a magic club exists. So like the International Brotherhood of Magicians is like the big organization, or there's also the Canadian Association of Magicians, CAM. But there is a local
Yeah.
club in like, if people are local listening to this in Hamilton, there's also one in Kitchener. But now everything's virtual, so it's worldwide. But this is the first trick that I learned at that magic club. I just have a playing card here, right? Watch like this. Oh,
Hold on.
okay, yeah, great. Ready?
Yeah. Hey.
Look
Hey,
at that. That's
stop it.
level 1 wizard stuff right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want me to show you some really cool magic? Huh? See this? Make myself disappear. Woo!
Invisible cloak.
Invisible. It's just my hand. Hello. Cloak of invisibility is on my back, right?
That's pretty cool. You should use that a whole lot more.
No, I just thought it was fine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you did that like to make it disappear in front of me. That's always freaking awesome.
Our friend Alfonso is asking here if I've seen any magicians that have shows in Niagara Falls. And yes, is Alfonso in Niagara Falls?
No, he's in Kitchener.
Oh, he's in KW. No way. Okay, cool. Because that's where I meet up with all the local magicians. And there's a local shop there too called Kind of Magic, owned by
Kind
a
of
former
Magic?
street performer. But yes, the magic shows in Niagara Falls are outstanding. The top one is, of course, Greg Fruin's magic show with the lions and the tigers. And actually, at Magician Masterclass, we did a Thursday night late night pizza party with Greg Fruin. And Greg Fruin tuned in live from the kitchen at the Greg Fruin Theater, and he made a pizza live in our stream. And of course, at that time was when Tiger King came out. So we talked to him all about Tiger King too, asked him his take. And he said, kind of like any industry, there's extreme people. So he said, just like the tiger industry, there's people that are extreme. And he's like, everyone in that documentary is like inappropriate, basically.
So then they didn't go and talk to all the people that were legit and decent human beings. They said, no, that's too boring. So they went after the crazy ones and the extreme, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Better
showcase.
TV.
Yeah. Whereas, so Greg Fruin has actually been doing, I think it's almost like monthly, a virtual magic show, and it's all in support of Niagara Humane Society, the
Okay.
SPCA, because he's a huge, like, we have 4 rescue animals here too. So he's a huge supporter of any rescue animal, and all his animals are rescues too, and he supports them. But also talking about Niagara Falls Magic, there's also Ed Stone. He's a mentalist there, and he works out of I forget what the name of the theater is, but he has a mentalism show, and it happens every weekend, and that's incredible. I know a couple of the other local guys out there too, but there's a really cool scene of magic out in Niagara Falls, absolutely.
Wow. Look at that magic post. It's just amazing.
I know. Did Alfonso take that picture? Because if he did, he's got to take mine.
Yeah, Alfonso, you gotta teach him the Alfonso.
Yeah.
Damn. I think they called him in when they were doing Harry Potter. So
Oh, and actually,
that.
kind of talking about magician tonight, I don't even know how I forgot about this, but I'm on a show tonight. I'm doing a show. It's called Newest Trick in the MacBook. And this is put on by Toronto Magic Company. And Toronto Magic Company is owned by 2 of my friends in magic, Jonah and Ben. And they put on all kinds of amazing magic shows in Toronto. Newest Trick in the book was a live show that happened at Seascape in Toronto. It's like a nerd bar. It's a board game bar in the Junction. And it was like an open mic for magicians. So the idea was that you could try out new material, eat crap in front of people and just try stuff and have that safe space, which was so cool. So now they've switched it to an online stream, which is really exciting because as a virtual magician now, I get to try out this new virtual platform. So to be honest, I will do a reveal. My set tonight is pre-taped, but it's going to seem live. But that's a big thing that virtual magicians are doing too a little bit, is like kayfabing it a bit, I guess.
Yes.
So I had because I want to make sure these tricks look, it's live on camera. Like you can't misdirect, you can't talk to, everything has to be perfect. And you can't edit. Like I've edited some of my shows before, like a YouTube thing, you take it every blank space, you jump cut and all this stuff, and it's faster and people can tolerate that. But I've seen some live stream magic shows and some of us aren't good entertainers.
You're actually a pretty good entertainer.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
You're fantastic. Wow, so you're going on tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, people get a hold of you if they want to do like magic shows, like when this COVID-19 is all done. They find you at the Graemazing or the GraemReedMagic.com.
Yeah, so GraemReedMagic.com, Graemazing.com works. Even event-magic.ca I think works too. But right now my website, actually, before we started this, I just relaunched the whole thing because it's just been I just shut it down for like months because I was like, I don't know what to do. How long is this going to be? I don't know what to do. And it seems pretty clear as an entertainer, we're going to be the last ones back. And we have to really adapt to this whole thing. So I'm focusing on my virtual business model right now. So if you go to my website, you'll see it's all virtual. So you can book me for a virtual event. Say you're having like a birthday party thing. You can have me come in for anywhere. My show maximum is 30 minutes. Any more than that, it's going to be like, get this guy off of our screen. And say you're having like a corporate function meeting. Great way to start off the meeting because when we started this conversation, we started before we went live. But the way most business or like even a school thing, they all start off with like, hey, can you hear me? Yeah, can you see me? Is everything? Yeah. So if you can bring in a professional entertainer to start the whole conversation with everybody, and you bring in someone with a rhythm and a flow or something, it encourages everyone to talk with more vibrancy and engage more a little bit and understand that this is a comfortable live stream space instead of just like, I'm just in my PJs at home sipping on coffee, So you can contact me through my website to book me for live events like that. I will have free workshops coming up, like that trick I shared. And then also the podcast is on there. If you want to hear the podcast and find out more about Magician Masterclass, where you can see all about our magic meetings and everything like that too.
Oh, cool. And yeah, you said you've I got this address because you kind of went on asking people to come over to your virtual meeting. When is this one happening?
This is June 3rd. So this happens Wednesday, June 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And this will be the first one. And it's basically just open conversation for us. Really, all of our local clubs, they haven't done virtual things just yet. So that was our main focus. But we also want to open it up to others because there's a unique opportunity doing virtual things. And a lot of people, I know, have seen some live stream magic, and people probably watch this today and they might be interested in magic. So we'll have so many resources. You might make maybe you don't like this magician, right? But you might like another magician in there because there's so many different styles of magicians. It's crazy. It's a weird niche thing, right? Just like the comic book world.
That's true. Yeah. So who's your inspiration? Who's your inspiration? Like when for magic?
So like when I was growing up as a kid, my big inspirations were Lance Burton. He's like a big time Las Vegas magician, or David Copperfield. I saw David Copperfield twice with my dad, right? I was just reading Johnny's comment there. Sorry.
Johnny Miller. He's the official Colonel Sanders face of KFC.
You know what? That requires no magic. That's just a science research study right there to make that bucket of fried chicken disappear.
Science over magic.
Yeah. So for me, Lance Burton and Copperfield. Another big one was Jeff McBride. People might not know that name. He's not a big mainstream magic name, but in the magic world, we all know who that guy is. But these were like stage magicians doing illusions in theater. That's what I wanted to do as a kid. And then when I started learning magic, so like some of the first, I had these gloves that I would throw up and it changed to a bouquet of flowers. I made candles vanish. I did the linking rings and everything and rope magic. And it was all to music. And I'm like a 12, 13-year-old kid with a
That's
CD
pretty
player at a birthday party with Jesse Cook. Do you know that musician? He's like a Spanish guitar player.
Fonso.
So I'm playing that as I'm doing these and I'm like 12. It's ridiculous. But then David Blaine comes out on TV and starts doing cool card magic and street magic.
And
And
pulling hair out of your belly button and stuff, right?
yeah, and shoving things through your arm and holding your breath for too long. But I really got into the card magic and the sleight of hand, and I really enjoyed that. So I soon after that met a restaurant magician in Hamilton, Magic Mike, not associated with the movie. Not, but if people are from the Hamilton area or Dundas area, people would probably know Magic Mike. He's very short, wears a derby hat, and he would throw cards on the ceiling all the time. But he gave me my start on restaurant and bar magic, and I started doing magic in my teens at Filthy McNasty's. So then my influences became people like these close-up card magicians like Bill Malone, Michael Amar, and all these kind of like Jay Sankey is a Toronto magician too. He has a YouTube channel. You can learn all kinds of free magic there too. But all these close-up card magicians that had a lot of fun with magic. They didn't take it serious like a David Blaine, but they had like that stage presence of like a Copperfield where you're telling stories and having fun. So I found this like nice. So I've always been influenced to do close-up, kind of like bar restaurant magic, engaging magic like that, walk around at festivals, fundraisers, and things. And then I've slowly shifted to do comedy clubs and a platform act because there's magicians like Penn and Teller, of course, a huge influence, and Justin Willman, who on Netflix has Magic for Humans. I don't know if you've seen this show.
Magic for humans.
Yeah, it's very good. You would like it's really trendy. It's like so his slogan is like a magician but cooler. And he's like
Okay.
he's a modern young comic magician, hilarious. It's a 3-season show. Probably like the best modern magician right now. But this kind of style of magic where you can kind of like I'm now into the platform and presenting. I mean, it's on hiatus right now while we're doing things virtually. But that's where when we get things back and when I can be full on level 7 wizard working to my level 8 rattlesnakes, I'll be back on those stages doing like, my 45-minute after dinner show comedy club act, like a Justin Willman show or like those magicians you see at colleges or Penn and Teller and things like that. But those are my top favorite ones for sure. Actually, there's this guy right now. Not right now. He's been around for a long time. Mario the Magician. Mario the Maker Magician. He's from Nyack, New York, and he mixes Arduinos and programming, and even like now projection mapping, and encourages kids to build and make and design your own stuff. So even if you're at home and you have kids and like you don't want to wait for my stupid workshops, I would highly suggest checking out Mario the Maker Magician. Just his energy is really positive and everything too. He's so much fun.
Oh, right on. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned about it's near impossible to get on cruise ships. Like, what is that? Just to, like, say you probably wouldn't mind working on there, no?
Oh, I was just suggesting like going forward, there's going to be a lot of security measures, right? Like there'd be
Well, things changed after 9/11 for sure. That's why they added all the metal detectors and whatnot.
and things will change after this too. Like we have to get your temperature and you have to do like the human blockhead with the swab stick every time you get on.
Yeah, some ladies are okay with that.
Yeah.
Your mom. Sorry.
Yeah. So I've never had the aspiration to actually perform on a cruise. My good friend that I host the podcast with, Brian Joyce, he was a cruise ship. He still is, I guess, he's a cruise ship entertainer. Does like illusions and everything like that. He's toured all across Canada. He was on Canada's Got Talent and didn't win because a team of cloggers won. But he's incredible. But he always talked about like the bad side of working on cruises as a professional. And that's honestly not my goal. I always want to just, if I can stay on the land, stay at home and live comfortably, right? Doing magic. That's all I really want to do. That's all I just want to do. I don't need to be, and I realize a lot of people, some people like say if you say you're in the WWE and you had the mentality of like, well, I don't want to be the champion. Then they're like, well, why are you in the business? Well, like, cause I still love the business. So I still want to be involved in it, but I want to be like, a good worker and be involved in everything.
That's fine.
Yeah. So that's all I want to do with it. But I have no aspiration to cruise. All I want to do is like the corporate gigs, the festival fundraiser, the local things, meet people like you at all the cool events, and continue to do stuff like that.
And you also do birthday parties too online now?
Yeah, we'll do some birthdays and anniversaries now and stuff online because it's pretty popular to do those things. I was that had been pulled out of the business model, but it's slipping and sliding back in there. Karen, I see Karen's asking, what do I think about magicians like David Blaine or Chris Angel? I think they are fantastic. They've done amazing things to the magic industry as a whole. I mean, we can have this, you know them by name, which is fantastic because magic is like a weird nichey thing. It's the same thing. I always relate magic to pro wrestling because if you ask people like, what pro wrestler do you know? Hulk Hogan and The Rock. Some people don't even know John Cena, right? Some people don't even know John Cena.
That's because we can't see him.
Because I was doing a bit in my show where I use John Cena as a magic wand. Because in Harry Potter, you don't choose a magic wand chooses you, and John Cena chose me. And this, yeah. Ooh, mine's over there.
You have a wand too? Oh man.
Yeah, I got
you really
that.
Are.
This was actually from, I can't even remember his name, and I feel bad, but he was at Tri-City SuperCon.
Oh, the wand maker guy.
Yeah, and he had like a whole selection process where you choose a wand and unwrap it, and I have 2 of them. I was just like, I loved his whole process and everything. It was really cool. Have you had him on this show? He's fun.
I have not. No, I've never thought about it till now.
There you
I've
go.
seen him at cons. He's totally engaging. He just like talks to people and asks them questions, and boom, suddenly they're hooked.
Yeah,
he's really personal.
Yeah, I was blown. I did it twice, and then I told Scott about it. He did it 3 times. But so David Blaine and Chris Angel, absolutely incredible what they do. David Blaine, I don't get the freak show stunt things. Like he does those real, like he actually sticks a skewer through his arm. He actually sticks a spike through his hand. He goes to extreme.
He actually does it, or is it an illusion?
It's real.
That's okay.
Yeah, and he's actually, so he tries to research the oldest forms of carnival arts, and there's a guy out there that can stick a sword through his body. Like there's a spot in your that you can stick a sword through without killing yourself, and the idea is basically like you stick it through yourself. It's like a piercing, right? So he's wanted to do this, but he does this other thing where he regurgitates frogs. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't. Only saw it on Harry Potter. Ron Weasley did that, but
so
they stole that from David Blaine. That's pretty cool.
So there's a guy, it's called the Human Aquarium. That's what the stunt is called. And the mythological story, or it's a real story of a street artist, he would have frogs and fish and other creatures of the sea in his guts and regurgitate them throughout his act. So David learned this stunt, and you can see a clip of him on Jimmy Fallon. He does a whole set of magic, and then he asks for a glass of water. And they bring over the glass of water. He spits up a frog. Everyone freaks out. Questlove, right, leaves. Then, as they're like playing the band and tuning them out or whatever, he swallows the frog again, regurgitates it, passes the frog to Jimmy. Jimmy then realizes he ate the frog. Jimmy is like, no. And then David just walks out of there like he does on Street Magic, just like I just did something insane and I'll just walk away from it. Chris Angel, though, like when his TV show was out, he got a bad rap from magicians the way he was representing magic because he was using a lot of camera tricks, which it's a fine line of using camera tricks in magic because when it comes to the editing room, it's a camera trick now, right? And when, like, what is considered a camera trick? But he would do, maybe he took too much advantage and that bothered people. However, now there's a ton of people on social media and on TV that use the same methods that he did. So him being a controversial person back then was really a huge pioneer in all the magic we see now. And before all this happened, he had, I think, the most expensive production in Las Vegas at Planet Hollywood. And with LED, you were in Vegas. Did you see his thing?
I did not know. No.
He had LED screens all over the walls and stuff. And like it was a full interactive show. I think the seats would interact with you and everything like that. And then he took a little short hiatus too because his son was battling with cancer. So he stopped all his show and just donated and did fundraisers to make his son better. And that's currently where he's at right now, is just creating awareness for that. And he does actually a ton of content for magicians now, right? All proceeds going towards research and everything. Super incredible. Wow. So like these guys, sometimes often controversy behind them, but like, again, but they're no Tiger Kings. They're no Tiger Kings. These are the real deal people. They work so hard. I met David Blaine backstage in Hamilton, and he has tattooed on his lip "hungry" because he's just so hungry to be successful and everything like that.
Karen says that he had a Cirque show at the Luxor, but now it's done.
Chris Angel had that. Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. That was like
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, it was a Chris Angel show presented by Cirque du Soleil, and I think he had Cirque du Soleil dancers mixed in, and it'd be like his show is always known to be a full rock concert experience mixed with magic, which is cool. So it'd be like Alice Cooper or Kiss or something, right? But with more magic. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's even consulted for those guys too.
Probably. Wow.
Yeah.
So these guys also help bring magic back into the spotlight.
Oh yeah, I mean magic's a huge part. If you go see any huge stage production now, like any big pop star, I think they have some sort of magic consultant behind the scenes to do some crazy thing or something. Even wrestling has it all the time too. There's always a little magic in wrestling.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You remember like the old casket matches where the buried alives and they'd have to like make a body maybe disappear in some instances? They have all sorts. So there's a lot of these weird things, or make the hole in the ring collapse or something. All these things are actually, and I mean, this one's not so magic, but I always like the behind. Have you been watching Dark Side of the Ring?
I have been, yeah.
I mean, did you see the last episode?
Yeah. Doing hard episode.
Yeah. And really heavy episode, but neat look behind the scenes and everything. Martha Hart, incredible person.
Yeah, she is. That's the first time we've actually heard from her on this type of show. Normally it's kind of like, you're a bad person for not letting your husband do this, but now we get to hear from her and her kids, which is fantastic. A different perspective.
Yeah, and like a lot of wrestling fans, I think, hold on to it as saying that he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. But after, when you see the perspective of the whole thing and how awful the lawsuit was, that this Owen Hart Foundation is the Hall of Fame for him. Really cool story. But I love all the behind-the-scenes stories of the pro wrestling scene. It's so freaking
cool. Those are the best.
Oh my gosh, so cool. The Road Warriors one was really interesting too. Fascinating, because I didn't even know, this is some deep wrestling stuff for everyone watching, but I didn't even like the WrestleMania 9 in Las Vegas I didn't even realize the Road Warriors had a bad match.
Yeah, me neither. You kind of look back at it and go, oh, I guess he was stumbling for some reason. Just because he was drunk or on drugs or something. Wow.
Yeah, and then they pinpointed in this interview, and you're like, oh, okay. Wow. Weird. Crazy to hear all the backstage stuff. It's really interesting. It's super fun.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wow, they didn't use their finishing move. They used something else. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's all went through my head.
Yeah, mixing it up. Great.
Right.
Now here comes that giant guy in the weird bodysuit.
Yeah, can't get his own abs. Just paint it on. No one will notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the magic when Papa Shango came out, made Ultimate, the hair, blood or tar come out of Ultimate Warrior's hair.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that's
that kind of magic.
There was even like a wrestler called Fantasio. He was there for one dark match. You can find it on YouTube, and he would do magic in the ring. So he would produce like a wand, and he would flash fire in someone's face and throw streamers.
Oh,
like do these.
I didn't see that.
And he's an indie wrestler or something too. Which wrestler would make the best magician? Asked by Brattles Taylor. Who would make the best magician? I mean, you got to be a good storyteller, so you got to be able to cut a good promo, right? You got to be able to cut the mustard. You got to have some skills and abilities too. I mean, probably The Rock would be like an easy go-to. He would be the best because he has full commitment in everything he does.
He does,
and he would give it that crazy smolder. Dwayne The Rock, yeah.
No.
Totally. Or you know who would be an interesting Bray Wyatt would be a really cool magician right now.
Ray would be good, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now
Bray
they're
Wyatt.
just using camera magic.
And Brad at home is like, I don't know who Bray Wyatt is. I'm not that big of a wrestling fan, damn it.
You asked the question, Brad.
Come on.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I
Totally.
just know Hulk Hogan, man. Like, who else? Is there someone else?
Do you
I
want to
don't know,
try
Brad.
one last trick?
Yes, definitely.
Before we do like the go home cue, you want to do one last trick?
Let's do it. Let's do it. This has been fun.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm really glad that we got to catch up through this live chat too. This is so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for asking me to be on. So I asked you before this if you had a pack of cards. You do not have a pack of cards, which is crazy because you come on dressed up as some sort of wizard teacher or something, and no deck
Well, I
of
know.
cards.
Well, we don't use cards. We use wands. Where's my wand? See, I lost my wand now. But, see, we use wands. We don't need cards.
Well, maybe you could make a couple cards appear with that wand. How about that? Huh? No.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So we'll do this with your imagination. What I want you to do. Here, I'll pass you an imaginary pack of cards through virtual technology. Here you go.
Okay.
Awesome. Pull the cards out of the box.
It's on the box. It's always that one that gets stuck.
I know, the stupid
Oh,
advertising.
there's the Joker. Do I need that one?
Throw that away. We don't need it. Throw away the
I
advertising
know, right?
cards too,
Okay.
but keep the box close. We do need the box.
I already did.
Okay. What I want you to do, mix up the cards, shuffle them up so they're all mixed
Oh, we
up.
need the box. Okay.
Oh, Brattle says, not Coco Beware. Wouldn't he be a good
I
magician?
got my cards. So
Brattles knows who my favorite wrestler is. Coco Beware. All right.
Oh, Coco.
So what I want you to do, fan through all the cards so you can see all the faces in front of you.
Okay.
And I want you to select one card. Now, it doesn't have to be your favorite card. It doesn't even have to be the first card that you think of, just in case you think this is some sort of psychological Alfonso trick. I want you to take that card out, and I want you to reverse it so it would be the only card currently facing us in the pack. Can you do that?
Okay. Hold on. Just, I don't want it to fall out, you know. Okay.
Of course, it's messy. They're brand new. They're very slippy.
There you go.
And reverse it, put it back
Can you see
in. Square up all the cards nice and neat. And put them back in the box.
Okay.
You can keep the ad cards.
There's that one that just doesn't want to go in. Okay.
You can keep the advertising cards. That's my gift for you. And then virtually hand me that pack of cards back. Awesome.
Okay.
This is so cool. This is when imagination becomes reality, right, people?
Mhm.
Now I'm a level. Alfonso is clearly a celebrity now. Now I'm a level 7 wizard. And
Right,
when you turn that card around, I could see that imaginary card, but not everyone at home could see it. Brattles, Karen, Alfonso, and Johnny, and everyone tuning in out loud so we can all play along together. What was the card that you pulled out and reversed?
Me or them?
You.
Oh, it's a 7 of spades.
7 of spades. 7 of spades. And we didn't prearrange anything. I didn't ask you to think of the 7 of spades. This was a complete free choice of yours, right?
Right.
This pack of cards, this is the imaginary pack of cards that you've passed to me through the magical world of the internet. There is one card reversed in this pack of cards.
Yes.
What was the card that you said again?
The 7 of spades. Oh, come on, dude. So, like, I can't even fathom it. How, like, what you would have time to find the 7 of spades in there and turn it around. Like, whoa, it's just. Or I did it, right? And I handed it to you.
You did it. It's just all in our imagination. It didn't really happen. It was actually really, I'm pretty sure, by the Zen power of our close personal friend.
Alfonso.
Awesome.
Yeah, Karen is like, no way, that's so cool.
It is cool. And when this pandemic's over, we can do even more amazing magic in person, too.
Oh, man, this has been totally fun. I'm really enjoying this, man.
Yeah. Thank you
I
so
learned
much.
a lot. You're quite entertaining. Did a really couple cool magic tricks.
We got like this was a full entertaining afternoon show for everybody today. I mean, I bet a lot of us were watching some sort of stupid press conference before this started. And you were
You're
like,
right.
you know what? We don't need to hear any more about masks. Let's go watch Snape and some kid wizard do magic live on the
Little
internet.
Harry, right?
Yeah, little Harry.
Little Osborne kid, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Dad, for having me on today.
No problem. No problem. It's been pretty good. Like my haircut. It's the new thing now.
I'm not going to do any impersonations because no one needs that. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I guess if you'd known I was doing this, you kind of would have put a little lightning bolt on your head, right? But
Yeah,
my bad for not letting you know.
I mean, I'm level 7. I mean, that guy, you know what? To be honest, the most arrogant prick in magic is really that Harry Potter dude. Like, he's got a whole book series, he's got a whole movie series about him, and really, he's not that special. Like, I didn't see him do any virtual magic show today and read Dr. Stevel's mind. No, he's just some sort of made up wizard in a book. I'm a real life wizard. Eat it, Harry Potter.
That's right. He can do real magic. Real magic. Love magic, but also the mystery of how it's done. Thanks for the entertainment from Karen.
Thanks for being here, Karen. It's so cool that you watched the whole thing.
I know you said after half an hour, people usually just like run away.
Yeah. And I think Brattle stayed in for most of it too, which is good on him too. Thanks, man.
Oh, Caroline says, awesome guest. Yes, you are.
Thanks, Caroline.
He's from across the pond where, the Aussie guy and the Harry Potter thing happens.
Yeah, I'm actually located down in Brantfordable, Ontario.
Oh, Brantford, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice area.
The bustling metropolis of Brantford.
Yay! Yeah. Yippee!
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun. So we can find you at all these sites down there, right? And you've got a show.
Yeah, tonight. So if you, I don't know how many seats will be left, but it's a full interactive Zoom meeting that you can actually join in, interact with the magic. And that happens at 8 p.m. tonight. You'd find this if you searched on Facebook, Toronto Magic Company. You'd find all the details. Imagine seats are pretty limited. However, if you were to continue to follow me on a Facebook or something, I try to share a lot of local, fun, virtual magic events that are happening. I have the virtual magic meeting happening June 3rd. And if you stay tuned to my website, June 1st is when I'm going to start releasing these magic workshops, and I will give you another exclusive thing. It's going to be called Camp Cardboard because everything is made out of cardboard. So imagine Camp Caribou meets Art Attack meets me, Graemazing, who you've been hanging out with all afternoon today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Just see you on backstage. I'm just going to say a little goodbye to people and tune out. Okay, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's show. Tomorrow I've got the day off, but on Thursday I've got a double feature happening. First, I'm going to have Jeff Burton. He's the creator of Aurora Man and the comic book series, and also like the audio about that. That's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, our time, but 12 o'clock California time. Sorry, it's this technical stuff. I'm not magical yet. We are going to have the one and only Patricia Summerland. She's one of the original Glow girls back in the 80s. Before this Glow revival happened on Netflix. You can come on here, ask her any questions you want about her career over there, and any connections between both shows, the Glow and her original show. So Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. our time, 12 p.m. Pacific time. And I think it's a 5-hour difference UK time. I'm not going to do the math for that because I'll probably go the other way like I did last time. So join us on Thursday. I've got a double feature and it will be fun. And thanks a lot for joining me this afternoon. And it was a fun show. I enjoyed it. Y'all take care. Be good to yourselves and keep being good. Bye.